Greetings, Twin Flame lover. Hey, it's Dr. Amanda Noelle here, and I'm going to give you 3 keys to end the twin flame shame game so that you're dating to call in the right ultimate soulmate and not playing really small, being stuck in insecurity, judging yourself, and just getting bogged down in the self-hatred. I'm going to give you these 3 secrets so that you can feel sexy, attractive, magnetic, and radiant to your twin flame beloved. So stay tuned. So before getting these 3 keys, I myself thought I was too weird, maybe too ugly, or too this, too that. I had a lot of judgment in my head. And so what that did was I brought in all kinds of guys that were not the right kind of guys for me. I had 2 kinds of guys. One was the alpha male, who I was pining after. I thought they were the sexiest thing. I chased them to Italy and Boston and all over the world thinking, oh, if I can just get this guy, then I'll be happy. And if I got the guy, I actually felt really hollow inside. I was mistreated by him. He wasn't that into me because I wasn't being authentic to myself. Then there was the other guy, and I'll call him the safety poo, the really sweet guy that you stay in with on Friday night, eating bonbons on the couch, and he treats you so nice, but in the end, you end up becoming roommates. I actually ended up not having sex for almost a year with one of my partners because we were really just friends. So if you have found yourself in this scenario where you're either with too much passion and it's not grounded, or you don't have the passion, but it kind of keeps going and going and going until you want to shoot yourself, these 3 keys are going to help you reverse all that, because it's self-love, it's a radiance, it's that magnetism within that actually calls that vibration to you, someone who's passionate and grounded and stable. So it starts with these 3 secrets to stepping into self-love. The first one is don't be afraid to be weird. And I know this is really hard. I myself and so many of my clients have this conditioning. We grew up with like, I gotta fit in with the in crowd, I can't be too weird, I can't say the wrong things. So we end up editing a lot of our things that we wanna say, and even body movements, and just kind of like we wanna free ourselves. But because we've been caught up in this cookie cutter mold, what happens is we end up looking and acting like everyone else. And then you can't stand out among the crowd. The thing is, I teach people how to call in their twin flame, not just their karmic soulmate, not just your ho-hum, picket fence relationship, which is all fine and dandy. But if you want a truly enlightened relationship with ecstatic tantric sex, with deep communication, conscious connection, and galactic star children, or just a soul purpose that really thrills your soul, that leaves a legacy, then you will want something that's so much more unique and different. Therefore, you gotta let the weirdness rip. You gotta let your hair down. You gotta be yourself. And there's no gotta, actually. You just are. You just have fun. You just are who you are. And I know I'm kind of weird and wild and out there as an Amanda, you know, like I'm Dr. Amanda Noelle. People are like, oh, that's just you. So I'm gonna look really different than you look really different, but we both look so beautiful and unique in our own shining, true colors. So what is your color? I think that your color is rainbow. I don't know. My color is rainbow. So we can just keep being freaks. And so there's this thing in my head that's saying, oh, I just made a mistake. I'm weird. I'm dumb. I'm bad. But that is the gift, is give yourself the freedom to be the mistake, the miracle of mistakes that you truly are. This universe is a big freaking mistake. I don't think that it was all perfectly plotted and planned, and if it was, it's very artistic and creative. So like, if we can just give ourselves that compassion and freedom, you will call in a beloved who's okay with you being you. So are you okay with being you? Well, you are you. So I think it's a good time. Let's just claim this. I am okay, say this if you agree, I am okay with being me. And turn it up a notch. I am good with being me. I am great with being me. I love being me. I love being me. And you could just scream it to the rooftops. I won't, because these kids are probably gonna just like start screaming and their parents will be like, what? But that's the first step, is be weird. Don't exaggerate it unless you want to just play with that for a little bit. I tend to exaggerate and then I get back to center of who I really am. But just don't hide in trying to be the perfect girl or guy that just looks like everybody else, because that's not a twin flame game. Now the second sexy key, my friend, this is real sexy, is to stop doing what looks sexy, what you think should be sexy, and instead do what feels sexy, like what feels really good. I know I used to diet and like I was really, really restrictive, and I had to exercise these days, and I had these goals, and I ended up actually not being very orgasmic. I actually didn't have a good relationship with my pleasure and my body. And the men that I was with, they certainly couldn't figure out how to pleasure me because I wasn't in the pleasure zone. So if you can find things that make you truly feel really good, even if it's something as small as, you know, like lingerie that's silky, or fabrics that make you feel good, maybe some yoga clothes that you walk around with, stretchy dresses that feel yummy, or maybe you like to feel good in you know, being naked in your home, anything that feels good. And it's not just about like the sensation of it, it's really that deep feeling. So you might be going out to the club on Friday night or a party or whatever, and you're like, well, this dress is the sexy dress. But really, what you want to wear is this weird looking crazy like animal suit or something. I don't know. I've done that. I've worn a onesie to a party and I feel so much more enlightened and free to be me. So whatever feels truly authentically good, and know that anybody's judgment that comes onto you, that's just theirs. And when you love yourself, you can actually use this as an experiment and an opportunity to return that old self-hatred stuff that we've been carrying into like turning it from lead into gold. So when you have someone judging you for when you feel really sexy, when you feel strong, when you feel orgasmic, and someone's like, oh my God, that's too much, girl. What do you think you are doing? Who do you think you are? You can be like, I love you, and just alchemize it and like breathe it back to them. And guess what always happens? They fucking love it. They get turned on. They maybe have to struggle with the demon for like a couple of minutes, or maybe even a couple of years. Like maybe you have a parent that's like going to shame you with their Catholic guilt or something. But after a few years, or maybe a few months, they might have like a little light bulb and be like, oh, I get it. Feeling sexy is contagious, and I feel sexy too. So spread the light. And the third key, this is the most important secret. I'm so excited to share it with you, is do not be afraid of rejection. Welcome rejection. Bring it on. Like, go up and talk to people and be your weird self. Be your I feel sexy self. Be the love. Bring it. And if they're like, ooh, just be like, cool, thank you. You just let me like really test how much I love myself. So that's the thing about self-love. It's unconditional, no matter who's doing what, saying stuff about you, calling you out on how they think that you're to this or to that. You can listen to their opinions. You can actually go, oh, maybe that's true. Maybe I am a little bit to this or to that. Like maybe I'm not sharing the space as well as I could be. And you don't have to listen to it blindly. You can take some of it in, and if you don't like what they're saying, if you don't agree, you can get even louder and you can be more you, and you can take it as a compliment. So that's the thing. When someone doesn't like you, you can actually say thank you. Thank you so much for like up-leveling my challenge, stepping up to self-love. And here's the thing, we're all one. So have fun, get out there and date, put on your favorite crazy outfit, and just be you. When you can see the world, the entire world, as your twin flame, that's when you are enlightened enough to call in your beloved. You are so unconditionally loving that you love all. You go on that blind date or that internet date and you're like, oh, that's not really the kind of person I want to marry. Instead of being all, just be like, cool, we're going to spend 45 minutes together having coffee, and I'm going to get to know you, and I'm going to be my authentic self. I'm going to see what karma we have together, what God brought us together for this 45-minute coffee, and I'm going to have the best time of my life. I'm going to enlighten you. I'm going to chat you up. I'm going to learn about your business, whatever. Have a great time. And don't be so attached to having it be all perfect, because it is perfect. It's already perfect. So go out and play. I hope you can subscribe. There's a little button, just click it so you can get more twin flame attraction tips like this, so you can call in an enlightened relationship. I'm so excited. And I will see you soon in the next video. Oh, last thing, comment below. What is the weirdest thing you've ever done on a date, or someone has done to you? I would love to hear it. Have a conversation, and go ahead and like it if you like the video, and I will see you soon. Namaste. Namaste.